Good evening, one and all. It is Wednesday. It is, well, I suppose Operation Day. Let's jump into some more good old Warframe, shall we? Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're doing well where you are around the world. Plaguestar has indeed returned. And, there's not really been a lot of changes, so if you remember Plaguestar from before, it's basically exactly the same again. But we'll be diving into all those details in just a moment. I hope you're all doing well. Whoever, wherever, whenever you may be, because time zones are a thing as well. So that is that. Yes, of course, Palping. Of course, gotta hit both of the commands. I see ya. I see ya. Now, today's plan, as the stream title suggests, is very, 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 very simple. We are going to start with doing this correctly to go ahead and marmalize the Plaguestar event. And then try to do it a little bit less correctly. And see which works out better. Given what we know.
Good evening. I will be sulking tonight, so will be mostly lurking. Cheers though.
Very understandable. Very understandable. It is still an exceptionally fresh game and well received, so I hear. Difficulty aside, so all the same. Flying Thoughts, thank you very much for your primary sub there. You enjoy your silking. Cheers indeed. Now, I do want to make a quick adjustment to my setup because I have been doing some testing as soon as Plaguestar dropped. As I've been testing against Lephantis itself on Steel Path, and I can tell you now that Lephantis on Steel Path is easier than the Hematite. Significantly easier. So it was not a good place to test. But it's fine. Now let's just quickly have a look here what I've got. Yeah, that is what I thought. Yes. So what I'm going to do with this is take this one off. That can be replaced with... Actually, not entirely sure on that one. That's not going to do me a lot, but it's not going to get much better either. Looking at all the options here. Primary Crooks could be an option, the whole ammo efficiency thing, but maybe not. Maybe not. Now I'm going to slap in a Deadhead. If I get headshots, I get headshots to give it some more oomph, but that's not really going to be my focus too much. No, looking at this here, my option is go over to the Arcanes. I've got Bolt Efficiency, Bolt Augmented. To be quite honest, Bolt Augmented is not going to be my focus right now. So let's strip that one out of there. And instead go on critical hit, chance for additional fire rate on shotguns for 12 seconds. That is what I'm looking for. And I'm going to try as well a little bit of a change on... Oh, what build am I on? I am on... core build. So I'm just going to break the core build very quickly. Just quickly. Also, Shezbot, thank you very much for your subscription with your Prime as well. They're up onto 22 whole months. Much appreciated on that, Shezbot. And hope you're doing well as well. Cheers. Now, those of you who spit your IGNs, make sure you do also grab a ticket for the giveaway because there's no point submitting it if you don't actually enter a giveaway. Hope that makes plenty enough sense there. Energized munitions, let's slap this on. It's a config A and it's going to go over the number 1 slot because I'm not using Shock Trooper. I don't intend to use Shock Trooper for this setup. What I want to have is more shots per shot. More damage, not needed. More shots, hell yeah. So that's giving me more fire rate, more shots. I wonder if that is going to improve results for me compared to what I was testing earlier. Because what I was testing earlier felt frankly underwhelming. The rest of this is where it needs to be. Piranha Prime is just kind of sat there. The secondary could be damn well anything at this point. Arexia Invigoration? Oh, let's have a look. What is that one? What is that Arexia Invigoration? It is plus melee damage and 5 jump resets. Wow, okay. Wow! Melee damage on the frame that disables its melee, and jump resets on the frame that is literally Spider-Man. Oh dear, that is... Wow! I don't think I've seen a worse combination ever. That is... That's terrible. Alright then. Now I'm going to start this solo, because my focus is starting solo on this. If you do this in groups, quite frankly, groups can split up the different roles, you can hyper-specialize, and it becomes very easy to handle pretty much everything. I want to see how far the optimization can go solo, and I feel like Volt is the best all-rounder for that. Volt handles a lot of sections exceptionally well. May not be as perfect at some of them, but there isn't a single section where he's not good. Alright, so, first of all, Nightwave skip. Here's Skeleton. Into speed. Get ourselves over here, nice and quick. And drop ourselves in. Oh, for goodness sake, Ken. There we are. Drop ourselves in here. Gonna drop a marker so I don't lose the exit, just in case. Because it is easy to get turned around here. Why do I feel so floaty? There we go. And because there is a risk of hostiles ambushing me in the area, I'm going to grab this. Like so. Because it's a long animation, it just... Certainly if there's any risk of being attacked during it, operator mode removes that risk. Alright, so now I can follow my waypoint to get out of here. There we are. Just makes life slightly easier. How did that? Alright, I've got a Grineer Vault identified. Because I couldn't get out very quickly, I couldn't choose which vault I was going to be running. But that's fine. Plug that in, or rather open that to then plug that in. There we go, and for this bit, I just use On-Call Crew, because they last for 3 minutes and they just kind of shred. So yeah. Fast lock for armor strip, that's right. It is a very good thing to bring. Hello Caljade, I am indeed having a good day. Hope you're having a good one yourself as well. Welcome on in. Yeah, I did consider using Nova as well, because Nova is also a broadly effective frame. The reason I've gone for Volt is because Volt is just easier to use for a lot of work. So Volt can run circles around basically everything, gets reload speed benefits, can put down shields, can provide literal shields, can speed buff Arcwings as well as walking speed. Volt just has a lot baked in all at once. Now Nova with the Speedver to bring out the Hematite faster, Slover to then shoot it better, portals to get around, also useful. Don't get me wrong, also very useful. But it's a little bit more involved. Just a little more. You see, because of the On-Call Crew, I don't actually have to shoot anything in this stage. I'm just running around, living my best life. Just going with it. Are the catalysts automatically consumed? Yes. So, gone are the days of praying that your teammates actually contribute. You now are required to have the appropriate ones to go into the appropriate bounty, and it is consumed as part of the mission just by default. So when running it solo, still get the 4 Hematites to spawn and all that jazz, but it only consumes 1 for me as well, because I'm solo. At least I am presuming I am not missing a detail there. I'll be honest, it's been a while since the last Plague Star. I forget exactly what the Phalanxis and Catalyst are supposed to do. I think they increase spawns and difficulty, but I forget the exact mechanics. 30 seconds left on this. I have still not needed to attack. I have 91 kills. 98 kills. This counts my kills. You build both just in case? Yeah, you do need both to run the Steel Path mission. So, definitely still build them. But yeah. 5 seconds left. A lovely duration on speed. Thank you very much. Dialogue skip. Where to? Over this way. Nearly overshot the drone there. Come on, there we go. Drone speed boosted. The speed boost on the Arcwing is really nice with Volt. Really nice, it just feels so smooth to use. At this stage here, we can just kind of ignore the enemies again, because we are so fast that they can't really keep up to threaten us. We just go past it all. Again, this is where both Loki and Nova can be more effective with more effort, because they can teleport the drone further ahead. However, there is also a risk of doing it wrong, and then you just don't get anywhere. Or worse, the drone decides to backtrack because it gets confused. Speed just moves the drone faster. And as you can see, I've got a few shots in the Goober hack, which is pretty nice. Alright, now for this step I actually don't need to shoot the infested myself. I'm going to clear out the Grenier, but infested, that is where my companion comes in. See, as soon as the infested start really swarming... Go to that guy. We then start to get a spreading effect, because a whole bunch of infested clump up together, and Contagious Bond go burr. And there we go, got the reaction. So I don't actually need to deal with the infested, I don't need a weapon for it, because my weapon is my companion. Let's just get rid of that, thank you. Whilst this comes in, remove its armor, there we go, that's fully removed. Alright, open up your face. Open it up. Open up. Keep my shields up. I can shoot that one. Reload quickly. Up this. Damn, had to cast some abilities there so I didn't get the hit on it. There we go. Re-up the shields. Open up. 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 Thank you. That one done, just you to deal with. Spend some more energy. Ah, shoot. Energized munitions ran out at just the wrong time there. Come on. Come on. Open up. Ah, I waited for it to practically time out. Ooh, that hurt. Oh shit. Okay, well, I have a backup plan for this as well. There it is. There we go. Right then. Worm is recovering. I'm going to take that opportunity to regather some energy in the area, please. You there, you're a source of energy. Thank you. Also, Fool's King, didn't want to ignore you doing that, that was just a little bit more intensive. Thank you very much for your subscription there, up on tier 1 at 17 months, much appreciated. And I hope you're doing well as well. Excuse me. Alright, so that did not go too smoothly on that first one, unfortunately. But we can bring this around. Let's get rid of the armor, there we are. Alright, which one? This one first? Enemies coming close, gotta defend. most of the way through the health on that one. Can you open up again? Yeah, there we go. Do a quick reload. That head down. Shit! That was unfortunate. Didn't see what caused that. Luckily again, operator can revive. So. There's those things going around. Alright, gotta watch out for that. Let's stun everything. I'll skip out on that damage option to hit the stun instead. Ammo efficiency up. Oh, god damn it. There's not usually that much toxin on me. That's painful. There we go. Right, where is the fucker that's doing that? Is it dead? Nope, there it is. Got it. Ow. Come on. Open up. Open. 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 Please don't wait for my floor to run out before you open. God damn it. Look at me and attack me. Thank you. Alright. Have I tried the Arcana, Shrun, or Boar? That was us. I believe it was General Goats last time. Fast fire should help. No? Potentially. I can look into that. Absolutely on. This is what I've got so far. Bearing in mind that it's re-released hours ago. And I wasn't sure what changes Deed would make. Turns out they made one change, didn't give us a detail, and when I asked they said they'll tell us on the dev stream. So, we'll find out on that. Really? Thank you. Open up. Good boy. 15 days? Yeah, 15 days to finding out what they actually changed. Because they put the patch note to say they changed something, but they intentionally chose to not tell us what they changed. That was an intentional choice. Come on, energy, please proc. Oh yeah, I don't have Arcane Energize on this build, that's why it's not proccing. If you don't have the ability, it can't trigger. Makes sense. I've walked this thing quite a distance away, haven't I? Oop. Come on, open up, open up, open up. There we go. Alright. Whew. The FGM of the day plague sirens? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they've chosen not to tell us. And so far, I'm seeing the same broad mechanics. So unless they just slightly shifted the window a bit, I don't see what they changed. Alright. Big Nasty's on its way out. I'm going to hold off on using my 4 until it actually gets here. There we go. Armor is removed. Hit the 4 now. Hit the reload. I didn't think I was in range of that sweep. Okay. Yeah, man. That head is removed. That one's removed. Do I have any energy around here? It would be rather nice if I could get some. Come on, Burglass, do your stuff. Wipe them out. There we go. That's giving me some energy drops. Thank you. Ray, have you not already put your IGN into it? I thought you had. You don't need to do it every stream. That's the whole point of it, is that it's one and done. Alright, I've got tank for a little bit. Come on, open up, 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 open up. Really is waiting until the end of my ability, isn't it? Ow. Dodge out of that. I think I walked onto the boil. Shit, there's another one! No! Come on. There we are, got them in range. Okay. That toxin cloud one when it swings through is always a problem. Please open up for the attack. Thank you. And there we are. Right then. Time to kill. What's that? I can't see because of the overlay. 16 minutes. Yeah. Not great. Where's the exit? I forget. Over here.
Nice work, number one gun. We're breathing easier back here. During these dark nights, Cetus is great for your health. The CAC will keep you supplied until we beat this.
There we are then. Alright, 1622 all told. And that is a solo run on that. Couldn't that saying our unsync squad does in 12-ish? Unsync. Do you mean in sync, or are you trying to say something else? Because I don't know what unsync is supposed to mean here, sorry. Not optimizing. Okay, so your squad, just your squad did it in 12 minutes. Fair enough. So Zom's contribution was, hey, what about Strun or Boar? Okay. Let's have a look. So, Strun, base multi-shot of 12 with a higher fire rate and a higher magazine. So by all reckoning there should be able to pull out more. Yeah. Oh shit, have I not even leveled the Incarnate on this one? Here we go again. Yeah. Considering that can allow me to pick up the big stats at the end there. Yeah. I need to go get that. Alright, let's sort this out. Shouldn't take too long. Moonset, I'd like to see his cheap setup a build to replace Vastlock if you don't have it. Okay, yeah. I can show you the build that's on the Vastlock, and you can just copy it onto the Sarpa. You're gonna love this. So, I don't actually use that. I don't use that, and I don't use that, so I'm gonna take those off. Those were part of a test I did earlier. So it is Shattering Impact and Attack Speed. That's it. That is what the melee is. It is just the delivery system for Shattering Impact faster. Everything else about the melee doesn't matter because you're never using it at any point ever for anything else. You just go blap, 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 blap. Oh, the armor gone? Right, cool. Shove the melee away again. It's pointless. There's not even a point trying to deal damage with it because you should be just better spec'd in your primary or secondary. Yeah. With this, let's quickly get this sorted. So, solo level with this. Solo mission with this, even. Let's just cheese these in Canon challenges. Would modding impact help with that? Nope. Not a peep. Because it's not remove armor based on impact damage dealt. It's remove armor if you dealt any amount of impact damage. Even if that impact damage is 0, so long as you were attempting to deal impact damage, it works. Whereas if you had a, I don't know, pure electric weapon, it doesn't work because there's no impact, not even 0. Wouldn't high noon work better than bullet dance? I don't actually care about the combo, so you can choose whichever one feels nicer for yourself there. That is straight up preference. Because like for this one at least, you can just kind of go bam, 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 just holding melee, and most of the attacks are shots. So if you want to be lazy, you could do that. If you want to be more power shot about it, you do the combo where you are almost constantly firing, but that's overkill. If you've got a Vault in the squad, whoever is holding the Vassalok or Sarper is just going to do fine. You don't need to hyper-optimize when it comes to the stands, because the difference is almost pointless. Does damage quantization not nullify shouting impact? Considering it's 0 damage, still deals damage, you're fine. So long as you are in a position where you are attempting to deal physical damage of the impact type, it will remove the armor based on the mod. There's nothing more to it. Nothing at all. Alright. Let's have a look at this. Let's see. Base damage by 2 with channeled ability plus 4 punch through, or base damage by 2 on firing, more multi-shot. Multi-shot. Next challenge. Kill 100 enemies with the Incarnate form. Alright then. What actually is this weapon set up for? That's an old school build. At this point, that's an old school build. But let's do it. So go here for the weak but plentiful spawns. Get this leveled. Oop. Oh. Set that to. Actually, no. Swap this out for the moment to Volclock so that it doesn't get the kills instead of me. There we go. Hunter munitions tells you it's old? Yeah, same. Very much the same.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use
There we
all
go.
you've learned.
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life supply.
Charge. That's 21. I might get this in a single charge, you know. There's not many Incarnate evolutions where like, oh, use the Incarnate mode. And you can just do it in a single charge. I'm at 92. 97. Yep, there it is. Cool. Well, that was easy. So that is a little bit bonkers. 59 seconds, including setup. Love it. Alright then, so reload speed, on hit with electric, chance to restore 1 round in magazine, projectile speed. Our fall off is already 26 meters, which is going to be plenty fine for most uses here, so I think I actually want the reload speed. What do I need to do for you? Kill 30 enemies within 10 meters. What do you think I just did? Alright. So, just gonna go back and do it again.
Your weapons make music.
and the
Pop
enemy
this.
calls for a song.
Ability
We have
active,
just shut
20
down all
seconds.
systems. I'm sending
Will I
life
need to
support
activate it a
capsules
second
your way.
time? We'll find out. There we go. And that is how you do the incarnate challenges on an incarnate weapon in a record speed. Because you don't even need to finish the mission, you just do the challenge and leave. Job's a good one. Alright, okay, let's slap the upgrade onto this one. Status we don't care about, status we don't care about, the only correct answer is the crits. As far as I'm concerned. Alright then, now let's build for it. So we may end up getting some headshots, so we'll just slap the headshot one in there, why not? Galvanize Hell, it just feels like a good idea to have. I don't really want to use the faction mods that much, so I'm going to try and avoid that for now, but they are just a good idea to have. Let's slap in Critical Deceleration, Primed Ravage, because they are just good things. It's not on that for the moment, but I might come off of that idea. Prime Charge Shell feels like a good shout. We need to have some actual pure damage in here just in general, because otherwise that's going to be problematic. Yeah, Zom, everything today is all about the Hemocyte and just doing Plague Star. So anything I say about the setups is with regards to that, yeah. Can you use Cannonade? Semi-shotgun Cannonade. Fire rate cannot be modified. Scrap. If we can't buff our fire rate, that's terrible. Yeah. Are they Deimos infested or normal infested? I don't recall. I imagine they are normal infested, but I don't recall. It's not something I directly looked at. Normal infested? Good to know, Comjun, thank you. Yeah, it does mean they have a weakness to heat, but we should be doing enough damage that it shouldn't be a concern anyway. Right, so fire rate we are going to want... Oh, what do I have here? Plus damage, plus fire rate, minus recoil. Huh. That's cute. Not going to focus on that for now, though, because don't want a Riven setup, for the same reason I don't want a... what's it? Faction setup, people cry. That deep priority sucks. I've formed this? Yes, I have.
Oh, it's been a year?
Yep, 1 second on that. That is a Tycoon trophy with a 1-year race up there. Full pot on that. Thank you very much for continuing to support there, Tycoon. Much appreciated. Cheers. Okay, so with the switch on the polarities there, moving the D out the way, I've got another 7 capacity spare, which is still not really a lot to do anything. Probably going to need to slot in a former to give further value, but let's see what have I got. I mean, I suppose I could combine Prime Charge Shell with something. Just put that on, I suppose. It's not great. What have we got here? Extra magazine capacity, actually. Which means, what's the magnetic one? Extra fire rate. Easy choice. There it
That
is.
reminds me, Pop, and all that smile.
Pop and all that. Yeah, you've done your pop and now this is the all that, isn't it? Thank you very much there, Kelton, for the 16-month resub. Much appreciated. Do people complain about faction mods on a build for a single mission? Zom, they complained about faction mods when there were only 2 types of mods that could do anything to buff up a setup. Not a full suite of mods, just 2. And because one of them happened to be faction, people complained that I said use the faction. So, I just assume that people see faction mods and decide it's the Antichrist at this point. So yeah. If you are capable of seeing past such issues, use a faction mod. If not, I guess don't. In this case though, we may actually still hit the damage cap for the largest portion of the fight regardless, so it may not be necessary anyway. It may not be necessary. Now this setup here, that's a lot of multi-shot. Question is, have we got enough crit and damage to drive through? Oh. Alright then, yep. So go back to the vault setup now. Was the gun that only benefited from faction mods? Faction mods and another mod. I forget which other one it is now because I only remember the one people complain their asses off about. But yeah, as I'm saying, it was the Sobek. Specifically the Sobek when using the acid shells setup to get the full value out of it, rather than just the one target you were shooting. There are only 2 stats that actually mattered. And it's in the Sobek video that people complain on. So it's like, alright. Alright. Okie dokie. That mold efficiency I'm actually going to tear out of there because my shields do drop quite a bit anyway. Let's get energized in, so I should be a little bit less cooked on energy income. Energy income isn't terrible, but this will just make me less cooked. And switches back over to Verglass. Verglass can keep on doing amazing things. Is this on the correct one? Yes, it is. Alrighty then. That should have a setup. Put the Strun through its bases and see what it does. Let's find out. 16 minutes, time to beat. 16:22 if I recall. What do we get now? Let's find out. What 3 pieces of advice would I give to a very new Warframe player? Asks Inks. Started like 2 days ago. Number 1, make your way around the star chart. Follow those junctions. Those junctions are teaching you mechanics of the game. So don't just tick a box and move on. Look at what the junctions are trying to tell you to do as you try to make your way around the star chart. Number 2, and this is just part of going around the star chart, is you'll be completing quests. Again, there's a whole bunch of stories, a whole bunch of unlocks, so follow along with the quest. It's kind of a big deal. You only get to do each of them once, technically. And then number 3 tip is to loot. This is a looter shooter, so make sure you do remember the loot to go alongside your shoot. Comes asking, does Vault 4 CC the Hemocyte so its face stays on the field longer? It does not, no. That said, I do need to test if the operator's ability in Zederic does work on the Hemocyte. Need to test that, because it doesn't work on the Fantis.
Choo choo train.
Yo! Taken, thank you very much for the 100 bits there. And yes, indeed, we are in a very brief hype train, it looks like. Oh, it looks like we are still about to hit a train. I guess... yeah, I guess it was just long enough between events that it doesn't start a train. No, it's because you're one of the other 2 that attempted to start in the first place, so you can't further start it. It takes a 3rd person, then it starts, and it will count for everything that's happened. So if someone else subs in the next 30 seconds. That's still you, Taken. There it is, it's LU. There it is. There we go. There it is. So now with that there, thank you very much, Taken, for the 100 bits, for the gifted sub over to the Crixus. And LU, thank you for the gifted sub directly to Snake Raider 47, much appreciated. And between the bunch of you, you have perfectly 100%ed the first level of the hype train. So when that train comes to end, that will be a hype bonus giveaway right there. Cheers. For those of you unaware, a hype bonus giveaway is very simply that every level of hype train we complete on this channel, that's a whole ass giveaway I'll be doing on the channel shortly after the end of the hype train. If we say complete 5 levels of hype train, then you guys get 5 giveaways right there and then, just for joining in on the stream. So if you ever thinking of subscribing, if you ever felt like dropping a sub to a friend on the channel, now is the time, ramp it up and get all the extras you can out of it. Meanwhile, I'm going to see how good this setup is.
Chop, chop.
Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in.
Was beginning to think it will never touch us here. That it was a thing that happened out there.
You were doing Plague Star for the first time as a founder. My word. Alright. Alright, so first things first, dialogue skip. Second, activate speed. So we can then just go
I will let this blade run wild over Cetus.
melee out of it.
Methinks I will use poison to exterminate the infestation.
I think you'll find that the Wii was completely necessary there.
Wills
It did, after all, lead to the Wii U and, you know, the Switch and all the other good stuff, so completely necessary.
the boil
Leave the waypoint so I don't get lost.
now before it becomes unstoppable.
Drop down here, following the waypoint.
Mayhek has thrax toxin stored deep underground. We'll use that. One ill to cure another, eh?
And we grabbed our item out of here.
Toxin! The maggots want my toxin! Stop that!
Let's get out of here.
Mayhek, a two-bit despot
Whoop.
with a mind half an inch wide
Slight
and a face
misoptimization there, falling off the platform, but you know, it happens.
also would like you to make his life miserable. Well,
Now, I'm not going to get out of here before he finishes talking, so again, we're not going to have control over where we go.
Be prepared. Mayhek knows what we're up to now.
Oh, I did get out. Where's the boil again? Can't actually remember.
I am directing you to the location of a Grenier chemical
Oh.
mixer. Use it.
Yes.
Clear the toxin.
Yes!
The mixer is inside that vault. Clear out.
That's the first time I've got this one.
keep them away, killer. That machine
Give myself some
must finish its
shields.
work.
Bring out on-call crew. And we're good. Alright, so at this stage, I can now just run around for a bit. Did they ever fix opening that wave, ending the dialogue early to start the next stage? Nope. They did not fix that. Dialogue skipping is indeed still a thing. I just wasn't skipping it whilst in the cave, because if I skipped it whilst in the cave, then it would have chosen a location over by the cave, 700 meters that way. Once I got close to the boil, it instead chose the one closest to me, which was this one, literally in line of sight of the boil. Although I think the drone can still spawn a bit more far away. But I'm hoping that this will drag the drone closer, because I've had someone like 800 meters away. So I'm hoping this will be an improvement. The best I can do is just be close to the final objective and hope that it drags everything this way. Yo! Voodoo Ray Ray, thank you very much for dropping your prime here once again up onto 7 months. Much appreciated there. Hope you're doing well. I'm just using this entire 3-minute round to let my brain relax and not have to think about aiming and shooting and surviving, because
Stop them.
when it comes to the Hematite, I do have to put in a bit more effort, don't I? I do have to actually think. How dare thinking in my casual looter-shooter power fantasy space ninja game. What's my favourite companion and why? Worm Prime, the one I'm using here. Reason is a sentinel, so it's very good at staying with me rather than running up and causing problems. It can use Verglass, which is absolutely amazing. Verglass Prime even better. It has access to various mods which are just generally useful, including status resistance, which is just a nice safety to have. Would Temple be good for this? I don't see what Temple brings to the table for this, no. I could be wrong on that, but walk me through it. What makes Temple good for this? What synergy is it you're seeing that would come together nicely here? Yo! Demonan TW! Demonan, thank you very much for dropping your prime over here. Actually, no, not dropping your prime. Converting from prime into a tier 1 sub, all the same. Much appreciate on that there. Thank you. Alright, the hype train has wrapped up, so we'll be doing the hype bonus giveaway, or one giveaway, at the end of this mission. Someone remind me, I'll probably forget. There we go, this finishes. I'm about to watch them despawn. 3, 2, 1.
Make that boil hurt, Doga.
Almost timed it right. Almost timed that right. Alright, where's the drone?
Grenier drone
Ooh,
will serve as
400
an
meters,
auxiliary
alright.
system. Drone located. Hack in and
So let's
insert
speed it over.
Thrax toxin. I'll steer it toward the boil.
You think of the heat bonus that they can give. Alright, I mean, yeah, Temple can give a heat bonus. Problem is that the biggest time you need to worry about your damage is against the Hematite, which is damage capped. So you hit your damage cap, and then what? Temple doesn't do anything else for you throughout the entire rest of the mission. No speed bonus, not particularly defensive or anything like that. Doesn't open the boss quicker. Doesn't weaken the boss. Can't affect the boss with status effects because that's just how it is. So unfortunately, Temple doesn't really bring anything.
The toxin has triggered peristalsis. Antibody production has escalated. Prepare for a massive immune response.
Let's just clean through some of this stuff. It's annoying me. Did I just hear a... I didn't. I didn't hear a thumper, did I? No, I don't think I did. Also, that's a lot of infested. There we go. That'll bring out the first of these bosses. Let's see how this goes. So it's going to take a moment for it to climb out of clipping into the boil. We just accept that it clips through. Armor is removed on it. Hit everything with the big old AoE stun. Well, that was a little bit redonkulous. Love that. Huh. Yeah, that didn't seem to have an effect, did it? Yep, Zeneric's not having an effect. Okay, good to know. Stun everything. Energize munitions on. Quick reload. I feel like I'm missing half my shots. I did hear a thumper. Where is it? There it is. Mother. Not what I need. Ow. Come on. Swing. Swing. I'll do it. Quick reload. Stun everything. Energize munitions. Swing. Swing. There it is. Thank you. Alright then. I'm just going to ignore that. There we go. Didn't have to do anything, and the next one's coming out. That is good. Yeah, Titania doesn't particularly help the team other than just go fast, you're right. Now, fast is good for a little bit of it, but not that good, yeah. Yo! I'm gonna have to pay attention to that in a moment, sorry, I am being a little bit overwhelmed here. One head down, quick reload, energize munitions up, get out of melee range. Oh god, is it actually trying to fight the boss with me? I mean, I appreciate the moxie, but you're even going against Vayhek now. Doesn't make sense. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Open up, open up, open up. There we go. Oh, I didn't reload. Come on! Which one of you is going to attack? There we are. I think I just took out that head. Yes, I did. The wait for them to open up to be attacked is really frustrating. Oh my god, and that is also frustrating. I have Prime sure-footed, thankfully, but still. I just don't want to spend the time shooting this when I can just deal with this. That said, seeing as I'm not dealing with the boss at the moment...
Well, you got the reaction. Big as a house and half as smart. Knock it on the head, eh?
Yeah, that's not making a dent, is it?
Glistening magnificence.
Alright, stun everything. Get close, strip the armor, move out of the way of that attack. Reload. Go on. Head had one hit left on it, frustratingly. Big zappy everything. Capacitance is restoring my shield, so I am able to tank those big hits. I think I just popped that head. Yep. Good. Go away, Thumper. No one likes you. And that one's down as well. There we are. Whew. Alright. Would high range you really be good for a 4? For grouping up the enemies? I mean, any kind of control... Oh, fuck, I didn't pay attention. I mean, I did just get hit by instant toxin, but... where did all the enemies go? I need them to respawn. Usually Worm goes down at the same time I do, so I don't normally have to fight it for kills when I'm dying. That was weird. Alright. Keep my shields up. Stun everything I can. Back to this. Open up. Thank you. Almost got through it there. Open? This one's open. Keep myself mobile. That head should be down. Oh, this attenuation. It's so stupid to look at. There we go. And now you. Open up. I'm low on energy. Where's all the orbs gone? One orb. That's not good. Ah, there's another orb. Ow. Come on. There it is. 12.5 minutes. Does it take status damage? It can't take status damage because it can't take status procs. So with no status procs, there's no damage to take. Alright.
We're all in this one together, Tino. You have not won, maggots. You have not won.
Ah. There we go then. 13 minutes, 6 seconds, including actually extracting out of there. Oh, I left assist lift behind. Oh no. Has Burst Incarnate been tested yet? It hasn't been tested yet by myself. I do imagine it would be a bad idea though. The reason I imagine that is that Burst Incarnate is only really good in its Incarnate mode. In order to be in an Incarnate mode, you need to first charge it up with headshots, and if you want enough damage to take down the boss, those headshots are going to be one-shotting the infested extras around you every single time. You might think, oh, but you can just charge up against the boss because you're hitting it in the head. All 3 of the heads aren't headshots. All 3 of the heads aren't headshots. Make it make sense. What Archon Shards do I have on Vault? I think I have 2 for casting speed, 2 for strength, and 1 for starting energy. Yeah, that was a 30-minute run with a thumper getting in my face all the time. Honestly, for a solo run as well, I'm quite satisfied with that. Steel Path solo, maximum difficulty, minimum support, and it's still handled. It's still handled. Hello, Alsu. Wormhole's got you huffing gas again. Alright, so, before I go back in on this, before I forget, as We had a hype train wrap up just moments ago. Yep, just 11 minutes ago. It was towards the start of the mission there. We have a giveaway to run. So let's move away from Konzu, because Konzu makes a lot of noise. Fish. Oh yeah. We'll stand away from that for a moment. Let's kill the out-of-game music, because it is time to bring this up onto screen. So, if you're going into the farm here, you're going to be picking yourself up some Former, so I think a Former giveaway today would be a little bit silly, wouldn't it? I think a Former giveaway would be a little bit silly. However, you might find yourself wanting to level them up quickly, so let's do a 7-day booster giveaway instead. Let's do a 7-day booster giveaway. So, 7-day booster. When you, if you are the winner, you get to choose what booster you get. I'll just ask you which one you want. You just let me know which one it is. So, let's open up this draw then. Type !hype me in the chat for a chance to win a 7-day booster of your choice. I'm going to move my camera out of the way for a moment so you can see yourself slide in onto this screen here. !hype me in the chat for a chance to win a 7-day booster. If you want to have a credit booster, I won't stop you. You can have that one. You can have resource booster, resource drop chance, or affinity booster. Mod boosters, unfortunately, are not an option. Give you all a moment to join in on this hype bonus giveaway here. !hype me in the chat. And do remember, this is only happening as a result of us landing that hype train. So thank you very much for that there. Those of you who did support the hype train and make it, well, complete level 1. And to be clear, this giveaway isn't from Digital Extremes. This is from me, directly. As a thanks to all of y'all. Let's give you all a moment on that there. Also, as well, in case you're wondering why there's so many Lavoses in this selection here, if you are a subscriber or a VIP on the channel, you can choose the frame that you appear as in these giveaways by using the !pick frame command. If you aren't a subscriber or a VIP, however, then you still just end up with the greatest of frames, it's Lavos Primes. I mean, who needs to change anyway? But if you did want a skin in the giveaway program, VIP or subscriber gives you that. And it is a permanent pick. So, say if you gifted a subscription and you did pick frame Nova, you would have Nova thereafter, even if your subscription ran out. I'm not going to take it away from you like that. You choose it, you keep it. Until you change it again. Right. I've gone through about everything I can talk about there, so I think it's about time we do that draw. Let's see who is going to claim themselves that 7-day booster. Let's do the draw now. So you're up against the fragmented one, the absolute master of damage attenuation, which means the more players come to fight it, the more players are going to be defeated by it. Who is going to make their way through it? It's certainly not Radikar, it's certainly not Loom, it's not Logarin, it is Sir Kelton! With a single bit popping into the head of that one right there.
The extraction point is up ahead.
Sir Kelton. That is yours. So, Sir Kelton, I presume that you have used the !IGN command. I presume you have already used that. If not, make sure you do. And just let me know. Which would you like to be sent? Which would you like to receive? I'm assuming it's going to be an affinity booster, considering people are going to be churning through formers at the moment, but you have to let me know on that one. If this lasts as longer, I could change the boss into a Fantis. Nah, I'll pass on that. I prefer the look of the fragmented one in its own arena anyway. It just fits better. You want a resource booster, Kelton? Alright. You want a resource booster. Let me just grab hold of my deets here as to where I'm sending this. You know, I should probably set up a command so that the bot could search up the IGN of a winner without me having to dig it up myself here. I think about it. Because I'll do this one right now for you, so I don't forget. Well, I mean, I wouldn't forget, I've got a record of it, but just to get you it straight away. So let me see. Username for Sir Kelton is that one right there. Oh, that's really easy. Who could ever get that one wrong? Alright. Let's go get you a resource booster, absolutely. Yeah, fair do, Kelton. If you're at a stage where you can very easily level items, you don't worry about it too much, I understand. Get yourself the resources instead. And whilst that loads, orange in the background, and the requested ductile there. There you go. Alright then, not the 31-day one. Nice try there, DE. Nice try. We're not upselling. It's the 7-day booster. And this going over to Sir Kelton. There we are, that confirms that's the correct one already. Makes my life easier. You'll get my face back in just a moment. Thank you for the reminder. I did forget. Right then. So that run previously, 13 minutes. Honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with that just as itself. So further optimization at this point is going to come down to a team. I'm not going to take off the subsume there for anything else because the subsume of ammo efficiency is just huge. You saw how much it allowed me to just unleash bullets on the boss. That's a damn good result right there. Quite satisfied with this. Zom, very good shout on the Strum Pride. I'm not even going to look at the other weapons. That was just plenty effective in and of itself. I'm already satisfied. Especially knowing with things like Burst and just the difficulty I'll have in charging up. So, let's do a team run now. Let's see about how optimized we can make this in a team. I've already got running the Vault. So what I think we'd want to have with that would be a Nova, that's pretty much it that we need, Vault and Nova, if I'm quite honest. Kelton, the booster starts when you look at your mail. We actually had someone test this out, so we know for a fact it's when you open the mail. Trinity for Energy? I mean, a Trinity for Energy could work, yeah. I was thinking maybe a Wisp, because Wisp can also provide even more speed. And stacks with Vault, as well as providing a source of healing. And then maybe a Dante, actually, because Dante just gives absolute protection to everyone. Which kind of slightly negates the need for the Wisp, but the speed is still nice. Yeah, I think a Nova, Wisp, and a Dante might be the way. I would consider a Titania, but honestly Titania is only really relevant for the grabbing of the canister at the start, and I don't know if that's really that necessary. Like, she can do it, sure, but is it that necessary? Especially if she can't fly back out with it, if I can recall correctly. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think she can fly out with it. Raw Dante for damage or Overguard? Overguard. We already have the damage. We're hitting damage cap. At least we're likely to be hitting damage cap due to the way the boss mechanics work. So Overguard for the defense is the bigger pickup there. And Dante is just very good at just going, bam, done. Titania drops the canister as Pixie. Well, there we are then, yeah. So she's good at getting in, but not out. It's true, there is the boss DPS. She can shoot the boss. You're very right, Zom, yeah. She has got shoots. So, on that perspective, sure, but then we should be able to get better shoots out of, you know, our weapons. Anyway, let's start building this squad. We have Moon offering to be our Nova. There we go. We have Kundal offering to be our Wisp. Perfect. And that just leaves our Dante slot. If Rhino stop... Oh yeah, Rhino could also be one. We miss out on the Teen Tank, although I've got that semi-covered with capacitance. Rhino Stomp does slow down Lephantis, so I imagine it could slow down the... what do you call it? The Hemocyte. But the thing is that Nova can do both these days. Nova doesn't have to be Speedver or Slover. Nova can do both. Because it's now tap hold. But yeah, we've got one spot open for someone else to join in as basically an open supporting role there. So long as you're not a Volt Nova Wisp, we're pretty much good. Yeah, Toriel. Yep, we got the open slot. That's what I'm saying. So exclamation mark join if you don't know how to send me a message in game. Otherwise, just first come, first serve. Let's see, what have we got here? We got Stalta Egret Sapa, fair enough. Basicist Toxica Vassalok, okay. Here we go. We've got Toriel joining us. There we are. Perfect. Also, whilst we're loading this in, I should probably be making more of these, shouldn't I? I need you. And I need you. There we go. What frame do we need? Rhino? A Rhino can work, yeah. If you do a Rhino with decent range, so we can all benefit from the Roar and benefit from the Stomp. Zob suggesting only thing left to test is Zartas versus Energized Munitions. Energized Munitions gives us 4 times as many shots out of our magazine, whereas Zartas Whisper gives us at most 2 times as many shots, not even accounting for how those shots could be lower damage. So just on pure theory there, Zom, I would say the Zartas would be less effective, on sheer account of the fact that we are still hitting the end of our magazine. So, just more shots works out in my opinion there. Alright, we are all set. Let's go ahead and run this. Take us to Cetus 40 because it was right there. As I said, unless you can one-clip it, which should be plenty possible. So, one-clips is not what I was reliably or even frequently getting there. Maybe I could get more damage into this. We maybe gain more damage from the squad. When you say one clips, are you talking one clip solo or one clip in a squad? The squads can offer those buffs. Is there a Steel Path mode for the event? Yes. Are the rewards greater? About 20%. Don't know if that's worth it. But it's what we're doing. Alright, let's go get this. I'm going to go speed over and grab the canister because I have the ability to give myself the speed, so I'll always be at full speed for it. I can also dialogue skip. Alright, come on, which way? We lost someone? How did we lose someone? Who did we lose? We lost our Rhino. Could not deliver invitation. Well, that's terrible. And now I'm sat back here. Hold on. Coming through. Excuse me, out of the way, coming through. Thank you. Yeah, don't wait for the lifts. I mean, you can call them down when you get to the bottom so that they're out of the way when you go back, but that's it. Threw you into a solo instance? That's weird, Toriel. Do you have access to Steel Path? I assume you do, but do you? Come on. I saw you come down here. So for a little optimization, you don't need to follow someone down when they're grabbing the canister, because best case scenario, you stay out of the way. Worst case scenario, they now have to hold the lift for you. Just a little optimization thing. It's like a spy vault. If it's only a solo activity, it only needs to be solo. Alright, let's pop down our on-call crew, and I can rest for a bit. You're on Cetus already? I dragged us all into Cetus. That shouldn't have been an issue, but maybe it was. Excuse me. What's weird is that I couldn't invite you, and now I just can't. That's all we are. That's messed up. Alright, 2 minutes 10 left of this. Good old defense. I will say this stage does get a little bit boring, but that's because I have optimized the fun out of it by deploying my my on-call crew. So I have only myself to blame for that. Lord, just peppering this guy. I'm glad you're on our side. Because that is bonkers. And just all the movement.
The Grenier will do anything to
What's the on-call crew equipped with? They have a Kuvazar. So for some reason, the Kuvazar, which should have a very limited amount of ammo, in their hands just has infinite. And they reload it all in one go. So because of this, they have more ammo than they should have, reload much quicker than they should reload, whilst also being a god of death. It's kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous. 50 seconds.
The mixer needs more time. Keep the Grenier at bay.
Yeah, I've tried all the weapons for on-call crew, but the Kuvazar is just so damn good. There's nothing else I'd recommend for it. Well, I armor stripped the ship before it left. Then I have to fix that back in dock. Oh, that one just got popped. That one's popped as well. 10 seconds. There we are. End the bounty. Hit it instantly.
Now make that boy.
Dialogue skip. Switch to this.
Drone will serve as an optimal drone located. Hack in and insert the Thrax
Oop.
toxin. I'll steer it.
Hello? Where's the button? Alright, let's end it. Now this is where Nova could try to get in front of it, set up a portal, and teleport it ahead. There is the problem. So yeah, the drone can just bug the fuck out if portals, so it's a risky one. Sometimes it works, and sometimes the drone even recognizes it's faster to do that. But then... oh no, no, it's stuck in a loop. Okay, if I go through this as well, I'll run out the charges. There we are. God, that was... I'm glad we can forcibly end that portal. You see why I prefer Vault. Vault just moves it along. Yeah, you can't instantly translate it, but it's still bloody quick. No. What did we do to deserve this? Like, bruh. No one asked. No one wanted a thumper. But we're getting a thumper.
Finally.
We have the speed boost. And here we are on location. Alright, so this is where Nova can really shine now. As Nova has that unique ability to force the hemocyte to come out quicker.
Production has escalated. Prepare for a massive immune response.
Prepared for immune response. I'm again letting my companion do the shooting, so they may have the ability to cause a cascade. There's the cascade. Oh, not a full one actually. Didn't go the whole way. What even was that? Sure. Ow. Okay. Give me our shields back, please.
Got a reaction. Big as a house and half as smart. Knock it on the head, eh?
Alright. What even? Alright, it's out. There we go. Now we need it to be slowed down, so that's where Rhino would come in. Instead we need Nova to switch it to a Slover now. Nova can do both. Ow. shields. My eyes, what even just happened there? Slider? There we are. First one's down. Alright, good. Let's make sure everything is reset. We're all good. Yep. Go over here, let my companion do some shooty shoots. Cascade effect happens. Out comes the next. Give everyone the shields. Armor is stripped. Ah, it's still too quick. Reload. Which one next? I'll damage the hell out of it. There we are.
Hey, guess who Tilda?
Yo! Queen, thank you very much for the 21 months in a row, 33 months in total. Hell of a lot of support there, much appreciated. That's down. That's down, there we go, on to the next one. Re-up the buffs for everyone, re-up the shields for everyone. Here comes the next one. We are doing this definitely quicker. Whilst it is harder to hit the shots whilst an over effect is, well, in effect, the trade-off is hella worth it. Oh, I didn't do my armor strip. My bad. That one down. Missed much of the opportunity on that. That one's down. Ow. Re-up the tank. Woo! Wisp saved me there. I had enough hit points to not die to that toxin. There we go. That should bring out another Hemocyst. Hemocyte.
Kill it to weaken the infestation further.
Here it is. That's good. Ah, why is that happening? Oops, didn't activate the energized munitions on that one. There we go. And it's down. Beautiful.
That was some allergic reaction you kicked off. Quite a sight.
Let's get us out of there.
Well done.
I didn't activate the speed. My bad.
In charge of supply distribution until this strangeness is at an end. See what she has for you. We're all in this one together, to know.
There we are. Under 12 minutes. Very nice. It does feel like we are a little bit stuck as to how much quicker we can do that. We can't get the canister much quicker. I'm using the dialogue skips. The 3-minute defense is locked in 3 minutes. The drone, we could theoretically get it to move faster. If you can control the spawns, you can control that it'll be closer to the initial location, and Loki switches can maybe make it faster. There's a big fab maybe. Yeah, Moon. Cheers. Now that was, let's call it 12 minutes for 3,875 standing. Which, if we translate that into just minutes, standing per minute, 3,875 divided by 12, that is 323 standing per minute. That's our number, 323 standing per minute. Comment saying decoy augment for switch after death to faster cave. That is a cheesy play, but I see the value. Nifty. Brother Ernie, cheers. Also, I think we did that so quickly the Thumper hadn't figured out how to reach us, which is nice. Now I'm going to do something a little bit cheesier. So Moon, Kundal, thank you very much for joining in on that mission. Toriel, thank you for attempting to. Don't know why DE stiffed you, but it is what it is on that. I would like to try something a little different first. So, I'm going to drop squad. And let me see if I can now do this wrong. Meljade seems to already be jumping the gun there.
He has toxin enough to destroy the boil, but no. One more off the docket. Up two.
So DE tend to make this kind of mistake.
Infestation. I was beginning
And let's see if they have made the mistake again.
that it was a thing that happened out there.
How quickly can we do this? So side counting after the loading.
To take the hex toxin.
Dialogue skip.
That's all from me. That is unfortunate.
Completely unnecessary kill on a Kondrok, but I don't care.
First Vahek thinks, I will let this plague run
Oh
wild
shoot,
over
where's the cave?
Cetus."
There it is.
In he thinks, I will use poison to exterminate the infestation.
Drop down
Once
here.
its work is done, the quills seep
Get the lift coming down so I can take it back in a moment.
both Rainier and Ostrono alike. The boil needs to be destroyed now, before it becomes unstoppable. We know Vahek has Thrax toxin stored deep underground. We'll use that. One ill to
Here we
cure
go.
another, eh? Of course, maggots.
And now... So here's where I realised that mention earlier about the Loki switch. I wonder... If this works, Loki has a very serious cheese we might be able to use. Oh, don't get stuck.
With a mind half an inch wide and a face like a rejected skin graft.
Get me out of here.
He'd like you to make his life
I haven't attempted just directly aborting, but I've got the standing 28,749.
Toxin secured. Be prepared. Vahek knows what we're up to now.
Can I just...
I am directing you to the location of a Grenier chemical mixer.
do this?
Repair the toxin.
Mission complete. We gain our 600 standing in 1 minute 39. That is about the same. So can I make that faster? Because 323 standing per minute is what we were getting with the 12-minute run. And this is in that same ballpark. 600 in 2 minutes would be 300 per minute, so we're in the same kind of ballpark. And for something that has more loadings, that's not good enough yet. I want to see a lot better than that. So let's follow up on what someone mentioned a moment ago. Noise Rapper, Santa's Whisper. I can break this one. I don't think I care enough about this. Although, what's Vile Rush over? Vile Rush is over the Switch Teleport. You know, actually, it depends. That one. Yeah. I can best with the Vile Rush one then. So, if Loki takes fatal damage, Decoy absorbs damage and swaps locations, also increases casting speed of Decoy by some amount. Don't really care about that. Main thing is putting Decoy down and then just coming back to it. So, let's swap out you. I can keep the Vile Rush. That might actually be nifty for maneuverability down in the cave. Let's give this a whirl. I have a suspicion. Does only doing stage 1 consume Phylaxis and Catalyst? Good question. Still need the swap of energy for the drone? No? Not necessarily Moon, because what did I just do a moment ago? Actually, I think you missed it, because it was that quick and you went away, didn't you? We just did a mission, Moon. That lasted 1 minute 40 seconds for 600 standing. So, I am seeing if we can cheese that even shorter. So let's check the inventory at the moment. I have 4 Eidolon Phalanxes. Let's see how many I have after this. Equal Entertainer? If this works, that might be a shout to take it further, yeah. That might be a shout. I didn't activate the bounty. Oops. My bad.
Heck, he has toxic.
Your deeds shall be rewarded.
So again, just checking that, because I forgot.
The infestation.
4. Definitely 4 Eidolon Phalanxes.
That it
4.
was a thing that happened out there to others. Naive.
Alright, let's do this.
I need you to take Vehek's toxin and kill the boil.
Alright, wait for him to start speaking, then we can dialogue skip it.
First, Vehek
Okay then. He dialogue skipped himself.
in, he thinks. I will use
Sure, that
poison to
works.
exterminate the infestation once its work is done. The quills see doom in his
Now I want to see if I can achieve this without
light.
using invis to make it where dying
Now
is a little bit easier at the end.
unstoppable. We know Vehek has
The time is about to run out on my decoy. Oh shit.
We'll use that. One ill to cure another.
No, no. Shit. Okay. Time ran out on the decoy. I cast it too soon.
Wide and a face like a rejected skin graft.
So I'll just
Who would like him to make his
parkour my way out.
well, more miserable.
Toxin secured. Be prepared. They
Oh, I
have
didn't call
no
the lift.
support.
Well, I didn't think I'd need it. Ah. Need more duration? I just need to cast it later. I want to cast it the moment I know where I can go for the objective, then I should be fine.
Use it to prepare the
Because I cast it as soon as I got into the plains, and then I had to wait for the dialogue skip situation, so that was a waste of time on it. Now I know that that waste of time is a threat, I can dodge it. As if I just find the Tusk Thumper like that. Now, still as fast as doing the whole fight without needing to, in terms of standing per minute, so that's still good there. And I got an auger message out of it, so sure, why not? Yes, I should switch off of Amisha to the fast one, shouldn't I? Which is Itzal, isn't it? Yeah. You're very right. Speed it up on this. Any more speed I can get? Nope, that's that. Alright. That will make that a little bit faster as well, though. So that's a good shout. Okay. Activate the bounty can. Also, did I consume the Eidolon Phalanxes? No! I did not. Okay. I didn't also check the catalyst, but I'm going to assume they're going to be fine. I'm on 19 catalysts. We'll check that afterwards.
Dark times, killer. In times past, couldn't get anyone to take that off.
Interesting.
Early lunch for council.
Also, I got something under my nail. It's
Infestation.
very frustrating. Hold on a sec.
I think it would never touch us here. That it was a thing that happened.
I've just got this constant feel of thing. Anyway.
I need you to take Vehek's toxin and
Now we know that, Moon, yeah, but there was still the supposition before of is it consumed on starting mission, since they changed how the mission handles that. Alright, so I appear to not need to do a dialogue skip because again he's not speaking, so that's good. As soon as it shows, I'll cast. There it is. 44 seconds should be enough.
In, he thinks. I will use poison to exterminate the infestation.
Thinking as
once its
fast as I
work
can
is
down
done.
here.
The quills see doom in his plan. For Grenier and Ostron alike, the boil needs to be destroyed now, before before it becomes unstoppable.
Got 20 seconds to get here. The extra parkour velocity is going to help me with this.
We'll use that. One ill to cure
14
another.
seconds. Now, if I die whilst pulling it out, does it still count? Yes, because it counts immediately. Come on, kill me. Boom. Oh. Oh. It was tight. But that is a 59 second 600 standing. That is fast.
More miserable.
Toxin secured. Be prepared.
And check the catalyst.
What we're up to now.
Did I use Dragon Keys for health and shields? I didn't, but I didn't think it would be necessary. It's freaking Loki. Didn't use that either. Good, that confirms that. Right. So now let's further enhance this. My companion might have given me an extra shield gauge there, but you know, I'm not going to worry about that. A little bit of survivability so I don't die too soon is good. What I want is for this to last long enough that I can cheese the fuck out of it. So, I'm not actually using my range, it turns out, because I'm not using my Vile Rush at all. So, sorry Vile Rush build, I'm going to break you temporarily. I need just all of the duration. Not some of the duration, not most of the all of the duration. Now this can't go wrong. If I was fine with like 44 seconds on it, 70 seconds is plenty good. The rest of the build I'm just not going to break. 70 seconds of time on it. I did the mission in 59, so I should be good.
He has talked.
It is right you should take on this task. Success will follow.
It does mean more loading screens. We do need to factor that in as well. That does take time.
I was beginning to think it would never touch us here.
There we go, we'll load it in.
A thing that happened out there.
Now we dialogue skip him.
Coming up next.
Gonna pop that down now.
First Vahek thinks, I will let this plague
I
run
wonder if I
wild
can
over
teleport
Cetus.
faster to that one.
In he thinks, I will use
Yeah, that's
poison
definitely
to
gonna be faster.
exterminate the
There we go.
infestation once its work is done. The Quills see doom in his plan.
Where's my entrance? Is it up here?
The boiler needs to be destroyed now.
47 seconds, cool.
Becomes unstoppable. We know Vahek has
Do we got amalgams? Why?
deep underground. We'll use that. One
I haven't even looked at the guns. They didn't feel necessary, given what I'm doing, so why? Oh, it's not going to be any grenade down here, is there? I'm going to need the extra time to die.
away from my caves, maggots, lest you be crushed.
I need to defang my companion. My companion just killed an enemy there that could have killed me.
A two-bit despot with a mind half an inch wide and a face
Shit.
injected skin.
That's it, I might die? Yes, there we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, defang companion, that's important.
Miserable. Well,
Didn't think about that.
more miserable.
Toxin secured.
Does using Hemo with holster reload still kill you?
Heck knows what we're up
No idea. Never heard of that one. Parkour amalgam mods since we can't arcwing in the cave. Ah, right. So there's not both guns because the other one is, I think, sprint speed, which could also still help. So you know what? Let's switch to some weapons that no one cares about. Tinter, yeah, no one cares about that. And perfect, Stug. Stug, you have a use. It's called being shit. Dodge speed improvement. Sprint speed improvement. Perfect. Defang this so it can't kill enemies. There we are.
Ed, I told him it wasn't
Dark
over yet.
times, killer. In times,
I am pleased. You have accepted what so many.
Let's do this.
have feared
I feel like
to
I'm
try.
faster than Arcwing, just rolling.
the infestation. I was beginning to think it would never touch us here. Then
Roll
it was
out. No. Wave to dialogue skip. Pop this down. Where to?
First Vahek thinks, I will let this plague run wild over Cetus. Then he thinks, I will use poison to exterminate the infestation once its work is done. The quills see through
Slam down
his
that.
plan.
Oh, almost threaded the needle there.
And Ostron alike. The boil needs to be destroyed now.
Yeah, don't get stuck. I don't have the hit points to get stuck.
We know Vahek has Thrax toxin stored deep
There goes my
We'll use
Guardian trigger.
one ill to cure another.
Got it. I can die now. That's fine.
A two-bit despot with a mind
And we're good.
wide and a face like a rejected
Yeah, this is cheese.
Consul would like
This
to
is
see
cheese.
life miserable.
Oh dear.
Miserable.
Toxin secure.
Now I think this might get faster in a group, but only by a couple seconds. You see, the way this could get faster is by having. Actually, wait, no, we don't need to have a group for them. Faster. No. Necromecha door. Yeah. More appropriate melee. Could do, but I have something else to make this even faster. Potentially. Although, actually, no, I'm teleporting over, so maybe not. No, I'm parking around about as fast as I can handle. So yeah, we'll just go with the Necromech. I was going to put Decoy onto Volt, so that Volt could have the switch, but now I think about it, it's not actually going to be enough of an improvement, because I've got so much parkour on Loki, thanks to parkour, and parkour arcanes and stuff like that. I don't need it, I'll be fine. Parkour. I'm fine for parkour. So, speed I've got enough of. It is just savouring over. So, let's... Praedos there, because that makes sense. Yeah. So, I feel like this is going to be adjusted. I feel like D are going to shift the standing gains around and make it where stage 1 pays out half of what it currently does and move that standing into stage 4. How about Wukong with Cloud? Loki I still think would be faster, because, like, that is not messing around. But there is still Titania. Titania could also be a thing. Because Titania is just, you know, Titania. Anyway, not equipment, fast travel, Konzu, bounty, you...
Shall be rewarded.
Can Titania grab the thing? You just go out your 4. You just get there, press 4 as you approach to it, so you just kind of slam next to it, coming out of fairy form. And you're good. Yeah, so I need to do dialogue skip, drop that down, drop this down, teleport over to there.
He thinks I will use poison to exterminate the infestation once it's
That one's a little bit more distance to go, and again, it feels like Tanya could handle it, but that said, I did just kind of...
The boil needs to be destroyed now, before it becomes unstoppable. We know Vahek has...
Titania would definitely handle this better. Especially this bit.
We'll use that. One ill to cure another, eh?
Got it. Oh, I put the mech in the wrong place. Oops.
Vahek, a two-bit despot with a mind
Got it.
half an inch wide and a face like a rejected skin.
Yeah, that is stupid. So this is a 0 resource cost. You don't need to spend the Phalanxis, you don't need to spend the Catalysts, you don't need a group, you don't need to defeat the boss.
Vahek knows what we're
You
up to.
basically only need to be good at moving and good at dying. Oh dear. How am I teleporting back exactly? It is through the use of an augment I have not even ranked up. Savior Decoy. If Loki takes fatal damage, Decoy takes damage and swaps positions.
He handles best.
So basically, I activate the decoy at the exit, and let Loki get killed whilst pulling out the catalyst to teleport back to the exit. That's stupid. Alright, let's take this further. Let's take this further. This is what I was on about with the whole Plague Star right then wrong. This is the wrong bit. And I know this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, this is too cheesy and too boring and too many loading screens and too much effort. Yeah. How much standing per minute is that right now? Over 600 standing per minute. We'll see just what extent we can take that to. Oh, look at that. An empty build which has no subsumes. Yeah, perfect. Alright then. Let's slap on something up here. I don't really care. Warframe power sounds good. No, power donation sounds better. Alright, job done. Duration. So, narrow-minded, prime continuity, constitution. That'll be good. Let's put some efficiency in here because, well, probably not going to go long enough to need it, but what else are we going to put in here, eh? Put some preparation on it. And yeah, so what's the drain on that? 1.25 per second. Yeah, I think we'll be good on that. Okay, don't need any arcanes or anything like that. Speed. Just move faster, sounds good. Razor Wing Blitz, because, yeah, just move faster. And that should be enough room for the augment still, because it's unranked. Just want to know, does the mouth of the melee head of Lephantis take damage even without the head being vulnerable? Does the... sometimes. It's a weird one. I've not managed to consistently hit it whilst it's not attempting to be vulnerable, but yeah. Right, here's something I didn't think I'd do intentionally for speed purposes, but you know, feed some crap into this guy. I don't actually care particularly which item to eat, just eat stuff. There we go, sounds good. I probably shouldn't give him that. There we go. Right then, we are on config E. I don't even know what tribute does. I think it do, but yeah. Would it be fast with two people, one standing at the door? So we should be able to have the door immediately open if I remember to do it correctly this time. We don't need the second person to hold the door open. I just did it wrong last time. Ooh, that was some dodge. What have I got on here? Oh yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I'll do stuff. Alright. Oh, it's 6? Damn it. Okay. Anyway. Not a problem. Let's do this. HP regen shards? Yeah, apparently I have some of those on there. I must have had an issue of taking some tick damage somewhere. Deploy the clone, run for canister? Pretty much. As fast as you can. Make sure you got the ornament, because otherwise you won't teleport back. You need to die within the timer.
I was beginning to think it would never touch us here. That it was a thing that happened.
Did I roll from Arsenal's navigation? Yes. Okay, so first of all, that goes there. Second of all, that goes there. I should have dialogue skipped first, my bad.
Check what's next.
Thankfully, no delay on that afterwards.
I will let this plague run wild over Cetus. He thinks I will use poison to exterminate the infestation once its work is done. The Quills see doom in his plan. For Grenier and Ostron alike, the boil needs to be destroyed now, before it becomes unstoppable. We know Vahek has Thrax.
Come on, shoot me. Shoot me!
Underground. We'll use that. One ill
Shoot me! Thank you. 45 seconds.
a
Oh, with a little bit of loading out time, 47.
Face like a rejected skin graft.
Whew.
Would like you to make his life miserable.
Okay. So at 47 seconds, not counting loading times, that comes out to
Knows what we're up to now.
765 standing per minute. When I Dragon Keys to the mix, I suppose with the speed of that, we can get away with that, can't we? Yeah. Alright. So we want the bleeding key to reduce my health down. And we want the decaying key to bring both my shields down and my shield gate down. And I'm going to take the shield gate, shield restoration off of this for now. Does this have it on here? It does not. Good. I'll just use that one then. Don't have to break anything. This is a cursed loadout if I ever saw one. Oh, need to activate the bounty. Can't forget that. It's these little bits which are going to slow down the efficiency of this, but once you get into the flow of it, again, you're just kind of cheesing the hell out of it.
The infestation. I was beginning to think it would never
Look down,
that it
spam
was
this.
a thing that happened.
There we go. Dialogue skip. Place that. Ready map. Teleport there.
I will let this plague run wild over Cetus. In he thinks. I will use poison.
Where is it? It's over this
exterminate
side.
the infestation once its work is done. The quills
Fly down
see
this.
doom in his plan. For Grenier and Ostron alike, the boil needs to be destroyed now before it becomes unstoppable.
Oh my god, I'm still in the animation of pulling it out.
Stored deep underground. We'll use that. One
Oh no, 37 seconds.
a two-bit despot with a mind half an inch wide and a
973 standing per minute
would like
equivalent.
you to make his life miserable,
We get another wrong message for free.
more miserable.
That is fast.
They heck knows
That
what
is 3 times faster, not counting loading times, 3 times faster than the 12-minute run of the whole mission as a group. Now granted, we have stacked a few things here. It's not exactly free, but considering it is this fast and free once you've invested, you're not consuming resources, that's pretty damn good. That's a nice ephemera. That's pretty damn good. How long until D patch? Yeah, they're patching this, aren't they?
Times killer.
If I were D, I would patch this.
Lost
I am pleased.
At the very least, I'd bring it down from 600 standing to 300.
Feared to try.
Half the rate
infestation
for the amount of effort you're putting in. You still can get a return, but not as much a return.
that it was a thing that happened out there
Alright,
to others.
Nightwave skip. Pop this down. He's holding the door. Yep.
First
Oh, didn't have the map open.
I will let this plague run wild over
Can I stay in my floor when I teleport?
in he thinks.
Yes, that's
I will
sweet.
use poison to exterminate the infestation.
Now I know I can do that as well.
Done.
Oh,
Wills see
waypoint
doom in
trick.
his plan. For Grenier and
Some inefficiencies in just being bad at the game.
needs to be destroyed now before it becomes unstoppable. We know Vahek has Thraxtops.
And this one, it's going to be harder to die,
We'll use that.
which is unfortunate.
Kill to cure
Just because there's no one down here.
Vahek, a two-bit despot with a mind half an inch wide and a
I need to
face
be
like a
killed
rejected skin graft.
by someone who can murder me.
Would like you to make
Hi.
his life miserable. Well,
Shoot!
more miserable.
Why was he just looking at me?
They heck knows what we're up to now.
Yeah, so 1 minute 5 seconds for that one. It's still a higher rate. It's just not as high.
He has couldn't get anyone to take that on. Early lunch to punch.
Oh, the number of times today I've had to tell enemies to actually shoot me.
I was beginning to think it would
Oof.
never touch us here. That it was a thing that
Alright, Nightwave skip first. Get that as quick as possible. Open this. Open that. Ah, shoot. Oh, it's right there. Okay. This one, it's just worth flying to. No teleport worthwhile for it. Knowing where the thing is would help, so as you learn them, you'll get faster on that as well, I suppose. Oh. Don't want to switch to operator, I want to switch to just pulling it out. I see enemies coming. Oh, not a latcher, I want the actual enemy. Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me! Thank you.
Those devices draw energy from bomb ballists.
Yeah, the Necromech, because it counts as another entity on the player's side, it keeps the door from closing. And that just makes you even faster.
Away from my dark times, killer. In time.
Your deeds
Ah,
shall
we can
be
even skip Vehex upset. Love it.
The infestation.
Oh yeah, every second again is just a higher rate here. Seconds matter when we're doing it this way. Right, mission load, so I can do the skip. Pop that down, switch to this. See where we gotta go. Over there, do the teleport. Speed up whilst we're teleporting.
I will use poison to exterminate the infestation once its work is done. The quills seem to
Get underneath it, there we go. Oops. Ah, don't get stuck.
the boiler needs to be destroyed now before it becomes unstoppable.
Switch out of the mode, grab this. Stage complete. Where's my murderer? Where are you? Hi! Kill me.
One ill to cure another.
Bro, kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me! Thank you. Motherfucker. Steel path, they say. So much harder, they say. 116 hit points and I still survive. Is that also Endo? Hmm. Okay, that's, okay. Okay. So yeah, Loki's decoy, its augment, is when you would die, instead you switch with your decoy. And then it goes on to a cooldown. But we don't care about the cooldown because we're just teleporting back to the start where I placed my decoy.
The infestation. I was beginning to think it would never touch us here.
And Eidolon's, sorry, Nightwave skip. Pop down you, pop down you. Activate you, didn't mean to open the menu there. Find out where we're going. Over there. Boost, 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 boost. Thank you. It's this one again, so we know our route. Slit under this. Grab that. Our murderer does not know we're here yet to be murdered. Hi! Thank you. Yeah. Necromech holds the door open. Decoy does the teleport. 46 seconds, 400 endo, 600 standing. Yeah.
One more off the docket. Up to.
So remind me, how much is it per former? Wait for loading. Loading is finished. Dialogue skip. Hotkey this. Activate that. Switch to you. Open map. Where are we going? This one over here. Speed buff, speed buff, speed buff. Thank you. Again, we skip the elevator because I don't need to use it. We are a pixie. Bounce off everything, but that is fine. I'm stopping there rather than immediately deactivating my force so I don't overshoot it. So I don't want to get killed before I hit the objective. Oh, come on! Shoot me! Thank you. 3,000? Alright, so if we're doing a run about once per minute, because loading times are a thing, then we're getting a former every 5 minutes. That's 12 former per hour. 12 former per hour. 3 former is a 35 plat bundle, so this is the equivalent of 140 platinum per hour.
I think it would never touch us here. That it was a thing that happened out there.
140 plat per hour.
First, Vahek thinks, I will let this flame
Announced
run
it quicker than I
wild over
expected.
Cetus. Then he thinks, I will use poison to exterminate the infestation once its work is done.
There we go. Speed our way through this. If I remember this time, actually go left. Oh, I need to get through here. Then I go left. And that gives me an exit that is closer to this. Here we go. Switch our form. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm still in the animation.
One ill to cure another, eh?
Is this better than minimum wage? No. Not even close. So, 140 platinum per hour. If you were to purchase 140 platinum without using any of the discounts, let me see, buy platinum, Warframe.
Be prepared. Vahek knows.
So if I went for the worst bundle possible and went to purchase 140 platinum, the worst bundle is 75 platinum for £3.99. And that is just a terrible rate compared to the others, but it's the one I'm going to look at with no discount. So 140 divided by 75, it would take us 1.87 bundles of that. So multiply that by 3.99, that comes out to £7.45. Slightly rounding up. £7.45 per hour equivalent. UK minimum wage is above that. And that is the absolute worst price for platinum I can find. It's more than US minimum? It is more than US minimum. However, if we then translate this into something more reasonable, say if you were to pick up the second largest plat pack, so 2,100 platinum, and you had a 50% discount. Not going to go as far as 75%. 140 divided by 2,100, we're looking at 0.067 of a pack. 65.99 multiplied by that percentage, it'll be £4.40 equivalent. £4.40, and then the 50% discount would bring that down to £2.20. Is there a... Oh shit! Well done, DE. Well done. All right, you caught me. You caught me. I said it. I said it would be reduced. They went further than I thought. They went to 200 rather than 3, but yeah. Well played, DE. I'm surprised that doesn't need a hotfix. Well coded. You got me, DE. You got me. Alright then. So, confirmation. It is the wrong way to play the game. The devs said so. How much was it again before? 600. So this brings it down from 12 former per hour to now just 4 former per hour that way. Much, much, much less. That's now only 4 former per hour. Unless it's standing cap. I don't think you hit standing cap with operational supply. The whole point is you can keep farming it. The whole point is you just keep going. Ah. Good while it lasted. Well, no, actually it was terrible. That's terrible. The skills your aspirations for a Warframe-based job? Look, if you want a Warframe-based job, go apply to Digital Extremes. That is the best way to get money out of Warframe, is to literally work for Warframe. And no, I don't mean be a content creator. That ain't the best. This is busking. Digital busking. And I don't have musical talent. But yeah. Alright, so, the speed method still exists, but now it's down to 3 former per hour, which is the equivalent of 35 plat per hour. Which is terrible, quite frankly. However, swing it round now. The other style of 12 minutes for that Steel Path run, that still exists. That needed a team. because when I did it solo, I was looking at more like 16 minutes. Toriel saying I'm managing 10-minute runs, random squads and Steel Path very consistently. 10 minutes? How are we so shit that we only managed 12 then? Yeah, because you've got to get the initial pickup. I suppose there was a brief moment of, oh, how did someone drop? That delayed it a little bit. But yeah, you've got the initial pickup. You got 3 minutes of the defense. With 3-man squad, no rhino. True, we weren't getting someone stomping every time a head opened, so I couldn't just annihilate the head. That's true. Okay, so if you can get it to 10 minutes, 10-minute runs, assuming you get 10 minutes as an average, which might be a bit unreasonable, but let's say you get 10 minutes as an average. Steel Path pays out 36.50 there. I would assume if you're doing such quick runs, you should be getting the bonus, and the bonus should give you another couple hundred or so. So that would put you at like 38.50 per 10 minutes. 38.50 times 6. Assuming you get 10 minutes with loading times, that gives you probably a cap of 23,100 standing per hour, which comes out to 7.7 former per hour, which is the equivalent of 89.8, so 90 plat per hour. Yeah, I would say you're probably looking at a ceiling of the equivalent of 90 plat per hour. So the point is that if you can farm platinum at 90 or higher plat per hour when you're taking all the timings, or lower if you enjoy it more, then it's actually better than Plaguestar for former. Just put that out there. Dr. saying, saw a video where someone was giving Warframe YouTubers jobs because of the YouTube restricted feature recently, and surprisingly gave you an engineering job. But I'm not qualified. I'm not qualified for an engineering job. I mean, sure, yeah, I could do various statistical analysis of stuff, and sure, yeah, I can, you know, understand various mechanics and physics of this, that, the other thing, and sure, yeah, my name is The Kengineer, and done various analysis videos and spreadsheets and simulations, codes, but I'm not an engineer. Can I give them geological advice? Not good advice, I'll be honest at this point. It's been a decade plus since I've been out of university. So yeah. Also, just on the YouTube restricted feature, I do want to cover that, just as a point, very briefly. It came up over on the Discord as well, people are talking about it. Obviously, there's news going around about this whole YouTube restricted thing. First of all, YouTube themselves said that restricted feature has been out for a while, not just recently. It's been out for years, and it is opt-in. So the feature is already there. The supposition is, are people actually going to get turned on when it shouldn't? Why are your bounties showing different rewards standing than mine? Oh. These are the standings it should be. And then on this topic as well, the whole restricted, someone brought up on the supporter T Lounge, and I asked a simple question. Okay, go check who has restricted turned on. If I could just find that poll. Where was it? Ah, yes. 16 people responded. Everyone had it off. Yeah. Everyone had restricted off. Is this higher for you? Okay, did they make yet another change? I should probably check their patch notes. Do they have a patch note somewhere? Did they edit the original post? Yeah, here we go. Alright, yeah, so stage 1 is now 200, stage 2 is 1,100, stage 3 is 400, stage 4 is 2,100. Total is now 3,800, not 3,650. And the bonus... the bonus has come down to 100, so the max total now is 3,900. Slightly higher than it was before. Alright. Also saying both my last two workplaces restricted turn on a work devices. Work devices, yes. That's the kind of time that it would be turned on by the administrator setting up the device for you, or by the IT policy of your business. Missing all Warframe creators seeing a sudden slump of views. It might be something else YouTube did. Yeah, so here's the other thing as well, is that despite the restricted thing not being the cause of any issue as far as I can tell, not for myself, because I don't appeal to an audience of people who should have restricted on in the first place. Restricted is for younger audiences or people at work. I don't cover work-related topics, and I don't appeal to younger audiences. So overall, I'm just kind of immune to that issue, even if it did exist, and I doubt that it does. However, I have noticed murmurs of other issues which do hold more water. And these issues are less, oh, the algorithm did something it shouldn't, and more, oh dear god, this is just, how does one even begin to safely address this? For example, people who mostly create shorts have noticed a drop in shorts viewership. At least that's what I'm hearing in certain locations. And that may be attributed to the influx of channels just uploading snippets of popular films, popular TV shows, and putting a little bit of music over the back of it for some reason. Just literally a bit of music in the background there. I can tell you now, it doesn't avoid it being detectable as a copy because, well, I tested it, I could detect it. So that could be impacting it because there's only so many shorts someone can see. If someone comes across a popular show that they've seen before, or a show they might not be familiar with but are curious to see more, they're watching that short instead of something created by someone else. Something actually created. And there is definitely a large number of these channels at the moment that are creating these slop shorts, which are just cuts out of various shows and films and whatnot, and just bombing the entire catalogue. So that could be having a negative effect, certainly for those who are covering on shorts, and then has a cascading effect of if someone's not watching your shorts, they're not recommended your other stuff because they never even came across you in the first place. YouTube instead decides, oh wow, this person watched these shorts, they want more of it, let's give them more of this clips of a TV show instead. So that could absolutely be an effect there. The other thing that is more particular to Warframe creators that they may be noticing a drop in viewership at the moment is because when was the last update of note? We've just had Plaguestar released today, and that is going to lead to an uptick. Guaranteed. Plaguestar comes around, there's more people playing, people are brought back in, it leads to an uptick. Prior to that, the last big things we had were Caliban Prime's release, and let's be honest, Caliban Prime is not the most impressive Warframe. He's not a Warframe that people get out of bed for a lot of the time. We had Vidaria Prime, which, pretty damn nice sniper rifle. I have covered that in a video. However, it's had this amazing draw on release of, oh my god, look what it does with blast rocks. It was a bug, unintended, it's removed, and there goes that spike of interest. If anything, creating a further slump because people go, it's taken away, all the fun's gone. Prior to that, what was the next thing before that? We had Isleweaver. We're currently in the Isleweaver update as the mainline update, and Isleweaver was very much one and done when you think about it. Like, yeah, there's a little bit of farming to get Araxia, but for the actual Isleweaver itself and what there is there, I mean, I've not gone back. You know, the operation has kind of come and gone, and Isleweaver's right there. But I don't need to loop the same fragment of story, and I don't need to loop the same reward pool. I don't know. How many people are still doing Ileweaver? Is anyone in the chat here still heading over to Ileweaver who was present at the time that it released? Because obviously if you've been away and you've just come back today, it's new content you might want to have a look at. Anyone who was around for the release window for the event, the Operation A-Claw, any of you still doing it? Because otherwise, the next one we have to do to look at before that... Okay, fair enough, yeah. So a couple of people doing it for Pathos Clams. That's absolutely valid. I should have remembered because I brought that very point up on stream last time, on Sunday. So yeah, fair point. Pathos Clams, it is a better source of that. That doesn't get people that interested. It's a little bit more Pathos Clams. Yay. And you don't have to fight the Aura Worm. Big yay, but it's Pathos Clams. Pathos Clams are more than last year at this point. So the next thing prior to that is Tekra Encore. And Tekra Encore, big damn deal. Hell yeah. New proto frames, new mission, new story, new lore, new weapons, whole bunch of new. And that is great. In March. So if someone is a Warframe creator and they're looking at their feed and they're looking at their views, they're looking at their results and they're going, huh, there must be a conspiracy. People are watching Warframe stuff right now. My number one theory above everything else is quite simply, there are other things to watch right now. I'll be quite honest. That is the reality of it. We have the unannounced fall update coming out in fall. It looks like we're going to be meeting a very fun guy. I will make the joke because they made the joke. Tenacon will have an uptick. Tenacon is an uptick only in that brief moment of, ooh, there's stuff that's going to be happening? Yay, let me know about it. Alright, cool, it's coming. Good to know. Thanks, bye. It is very much a... For a moment, some people who didn't play Warframe for a while will go, oh, Tenacon, oh, reveals. Oh, you know what, it's been a while. So there will be a trail off. But that is a steep trail off compared to an actual update. An update brings people in for something new. Tenacon tells them about stuff which will be happening later. Doesn't have anywhere near the same effect. A spike. Yeah, it's a spike. And spikes do happen. I see the spikes. Hell, for the Tenacon stream, it was literally a spike for me. Just like front page of Twitch was spike. And if we look at the viewer, if we don't look at the viewer count, but look at the follower gain, which is one of the measures of actual engagement, it went like this. If you just look at followers gained per stream and tried to find which stream of mine was on the front page of Twitch, you wouldn't find it. Those kinds of big moments are big for different reasons, and so what they affect is different. And in terms of long-term effect, both Tenacon, front page of Twitch, those kinds of things, they are very ephemeral moments. Very ephemeral. Much like having a 600 standing farm you could cheese the hell out of. Very ephemeral because it's already gone. So, with that in mind, I'm now going to do a couple personal runs, not group runs, personal runs, of the boss, or the whole Plaguestar thing, on normal mode, and see what the significant speed increase is, if any. Let's grab Strun. Was it the default modding? How good was the sponsored D&D event? I don't know which one you're on about, sorry, Moon. Because I didn't have a DE sponsored event, so... For the channel? Yeah, you must be misunderstanding. DE didn't sponsor that. I reached out to DE and said, hey, I'd like to do a D&D stream with the D&D Warframes. Any of you interested in joining in on that? And more than I could accommodate reached back with, yes please. You thought I made publicity for it? No. No requirements on that, no connection on that. I did it in connection with the front page of Twitch, and that was it. That was it. Yes, they have upped the reputation for all three of them. Absolutely. Alright, yeah, let's just grab this as is, give it a run. So what secondary do I have before? I don't think I cared about the secondary, so yeah, we'll just leave stuck there. Praedos needs to swap out. That needs to be Vassalok, that was the word. Alyssa, cheers. Steel Path rep unchanged? It's not unchanged, no. All three of them got changed. You can see the details here. There we go. Okay, got gun, got that. Don't need the secondary for anything, so I could just ignore that. Vault needs to be on this build. Yep, that's fine. And we need to equip you back up with all the correct stuff. There we go. Right, that should be good. Konzu.
Dark times, killer.
Bounties. Right then, so we'll do this one now, the advanced.
I am pleased. You have accepted what so many have feared to try.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I was beginning to think it would never touch us here. That it was a thing that happened out there.
Dialogue skip. To be fair, I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can. There we are. Alright, what location? That location over there. Thank you very much. Dragon keys? Ah, shit. Thank you. Hey, 15 seconds! Fastest mission ever! Zero loot. Yeah, let's get rid of those dragon keys. That cheese is over.
We know Vahek has Thrax toxin stored deep underground. Vahek. He has toxin.
Oh, the way he says Vahek there. That's the wrong one. Let's try this again. There we are.
See you soon.
Alright. I'm good. I got this.
The infestation. I was beginning to
Logan also got a 10-minute run. How is it that we ended up with such a slow time in comparison? That's frustrating. Logan, were you in Cetus and then loaded through into here? Or did you load directly into the plains to find the mission had begun already? Where's my entrance? There it is.
The boiler needs to be destroyed now before it becomes unstoppable. We know Vahek.
Okay, so I need to sprint through this.
Deep underground. We'll use that.
You loaded from Cetus, and definitely at the very start of the mission. What the? Wait, go up. Oh, for goodness sake, I hate that bug so much.
Maggots seek to burrow away from my caves.
Grab that, get out of here before worm perishes.
Crushed. Vahek, a two-bit despot with a mind half an inch wide and a face like a rejected skin graft. Council would like
Make
to
our way up
make his
this.
life miserable. Well,
Keep
more
speeding.
miserable.
Toxin secured. Be prepared. Vahek knows what we're up to.
Alright, I want to get closer to the boil. So that it spawns something closer to the boil here. This one should do.
Use it to prepare the toxin. The mixer is inside.
Activate that, stun the enemies, give me shields, start this. Where's that Uncle Crew? Thank you.
From bombalists. Make use of them.
Alright then. And this is the quite a bit.
That machine must finish its work.
Fairly Logan. So excuse me. Someone got stuck in the throat there. Yeah, fairly Logan. If it just went smoothly right from the start for you, fair enough. Yes, I'm just stuck at it. Trying to get better. The Just Dance mode stage? Yeah. Except I want this one to keep firing, so I'll just wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Didn't even finish the arm strip on it. Okay.
Soon the Ostron rats of Cetus will flee in
No, some of them are getting close. Never mind.
we'll hunt them for
Come on, aim correctly. I can see a whole bunch of them. What you doing? What you doing, lass? They're over here. There we go. Just letting a few of them actually take some shots at the objective. How dare. Yes, this is why I need to run in circles. Keeps her moving. Oh yeah, if Nova times the slow wrong, likewise with Rhino, it's an oof. Ain't no fixing that quickly.
The Grenier will do anything to destroy the mixer. Stop them.
I'm just going to keep running in circles, don't mind me. Round and round we go. 1 minute left. Keep the speed up. Don't need to, but I'm doing it anyway. I could get into my Necromech and shoot at some stuff for a moment, but it's not going to make it any faster, so... There. I'll leave them Necromech at the door. That does make the mission faster. Only like a couple seconds, but still faster than it's making it here.
Keep the Grenier at bay.
Just keep running. And running. And running.
Next, you attempt to take control of it.
I do no such thing, thank you very much, there, Onko. Not interested in the Eidolon today. Not even slightly. 10 seconds left. Anyone dizzy yet? There we go.
It's ready.
Dialogue skip. Get in the air.
A Grenier drone located. Hack in.
Yep, there's the drone.
Insert the Thrax toxin. I'll stay.
Oh, look how close we are. That's beautiful. Couple 100 meters. That seems like a very good place to go for the drone. Should probably remove these. I did a really good job of removing them. Oh, I need to secure the drone, don't I? Oops. There we go. Hadn't finished getting it in there, my bad.
The toxin has triggered peristalsis. Antibody production has escalated.
Does the dialogue skip work with everyone or just the host? That's a very good question. I pretty much exclusively play as host. At least in missions that could need such a skip, so I don't know. Let's get rid of that. It's going to start annoying me. There we go. A little bit more infested death, please.
You got the
There it
reaction.
is.
Big as a house and half as smart. Not
So I
about
can't
that
speed this up as Vault. I'm just going to have to wait this little section out. Gonna zap a lot of them around here. Take out the armor. There we go. One cycle that hit. Come on.
maggots. You try to
Which one of you is going to open up? Both at the same time. That's frustrating.
and fail.
There we go. Second head down. Reload. This up. That one down as well. Beautiful. Purge the next round of infested.
Well, you got the reaction.
Here it comes.
House and half as smart.
And again, hurry up and wait. Armor strip it. Armor is stripped. Stun the nearby enemies. That one taken out. That one taken out. Come on, try to attack me before the toxin kills me. Please. Beautiful. There we go. Zap everything. Get the kills in.
Well, you got a reaction. Big as a house
Here we are.
and half as
Like I say, there's a few fun things about new Operation Lock and Pluto. You can galvanize elementalists much sooner. You'll be able to see a normal version. Oh dear. And they're pulling over for Split Chamber. True. Yeah, Split Chamber was a bit of a hunt, so that no longer being as big a deal. Kind of grand, actually. I'll be get efficient here. Ow. That was unfortunate. There we go. There we go. Need my shields back. Nice.
The Royal's immune system has been
99%. Here comes the next one.
deal with the toxin threat. Destroy it.
Just gotta wait for it to come out. There we are. Zap the nearby enemies. Activate all buffs. Which head? This one first. My poor vision. Okay. Which one? This one. One head down. Two heads down. It's going to melee because I ran under it, but that's fine. Then it's going to use this attack. It's taken out. Bounty complete.
Nice work, number one gun.
Couldn't see through the rain for a moment there, but there is our exit, straight through because of the Necromech.
I put Nakak in
Bam!
charge of supply distribution until this strangeness is at an end.
How
See
quick
what
did
she
I do
has.
that solo
We're all in this
advanced but
together.
not steel path? 10 minutes, 3 seconds. That is a lot faster than 16 minutes solo on steel path. A lot faster. And I attribute that simply to just nowhere near as much hit points to get through. Straight up.
Dark times, killer. In times
So,
past, we've lost in
10 minutes for that run versus 16 minutes for that run.
to the infested.
I mean, even this one ends up 2 minutes slower and this one 2 minutes quicker, which I find unlikely. Let's see. 3,800 divided by 14 minutes would be 271 standing per minute, whereas this would be 3,200 divided by 12, 266. Yeah, it would need to be this one 2 minutes slower on average than what I just did, and this one 2 minutes faster than what I did, for them to be about equal. So if you're focused on the former and you're solo, Plague Star Advanced would be the way there. But then there's the question of doing it in a group. I doubt that this one, it's only 1,000, there's no way this one can be worth it in comparison, so I'm just not going to even consider it. Quite frankly. Is there anyone who would need me to consider the bottom one? I think it's fair to just go, nah, move up. These both require the Phylaxis and Catalyst, that's fine. That is fine. So, yeah, let's do a couple more group runs here. Let's do a couple more group runs to flesh the rest of this out. If you'd like to join me on a group run, send me a message in game, the engineer. I'll close off the old tab so we can make sure we definitely see who wants to join in. Let's go do a couple of those runs. We'll do a standard one, the tier 2, and then we'll do a steel path one. Here we are, Toriel. Let's give you a try again on that. So I've got Volt. We are looking for at least a Nova. And then otherwise, a Rhino Wisp is probably our best next options, although a Titania can also work. Or whatever Mirrorlabe has got cooking. Let's see what Mirrorlabe's cooked. Mirrorlabe always has something that breaks my head, so let's find out. Chroma. Well, I suppose, yeah, simple damage buff to the team. Yeah. Reload speed buff in there as well. No Banshee today? Understandable. Understandable. So we've got room for one more person to join us. We are still looking for a Nova because a Nova does definitely give us some more clear speed. It's just a good pick to have. Twin Vipers? God knows on that. God knows on that. Moon! Send the message! Exclamation mark join if you're not sure how to do that, but I feel like you do know. There we are, thank you. Wonderful, and that gives us our Nova. That's perfect. Alright then, let's go ahead and do this. So again, we're starting with the high tier normal mode, and then we'll do the steel path after. Just give us some more focus on the timings.
I was beginning to think it would never touch us here. That it was
Now, because I'm running Volt, I think I am still going to be the best pick for going to grab the toxin. Unless Moon, you're really, really good at Nova portaling.
need you to take the hex toxin and kill the boil.
I think he's already finished speaking, but whatever. Alright, needs me to be over there. Yo, Nightmare! Welcome on in, you and everyone you brought with you. Thank you very much for the raid there. Hope you found yourself a wonderful stream. Everyone joining us at the moment. We are in the process of currently trying to do this the right way, just testing out efficiencies we can get out of it. We were doing it the wrong way earlier. D immediately nerfed that. Live on stream nerf. But it's all good. Yeah, hope you had yourself a good stream there, dude. Thank you very much for the raid. Let's grab this. Oh, they didn't even spot me. Nerfed what? Just running stage 1, Steel Path. I got it down to, in one run, 35 seconds for 600 standing. 35 seconds for 600 standing. They immediately reduced it to 200. The average is more like 45 seconds, but still. Oh, I forgot to call this. Damn.
I am directing you to the location of a green.
Damn.
Use it to prepare the toxin. The mixer is inside that vault. Clear out the area so we can use it.
There we go. I'm not dealing with that. Hey guys, I have a thing.
Keep them away, killer. That
There we are.
machine must finish its work.
You take care as well, Nightmare. Have a good one. Standing on it drastically for this reason? Yeah. I don't know if they just brought in the wrong values from last time and noticed what they'd done or something. I don't know. I didn't want to look into the history of it. The present is where we exist. But the point is that 600 was too much. Now it's reduced to 200, it ain't worth it. Just straight up ain't worth doing that cheese, which is good, that's how it should be. We don't want people just be running that cheese. It does mean, however, if you are either incapable of doing the full mission, or if you hate doing the full mission but you still want the rewards, you can still cheese that stage 1. It's just nowhere near as valuable. It's literally a third as valuable. I think if you do 200 standing every minute that way, you would get, what's that, 12,000 standing per hour? 4 former per hour? Which, yeah, that's not exactly anything to write home about, is it? It's the equivalent of about 47 platinum per hour farm. I can think of better ones. Also, I am just running around at the moment because my NPC crew is just handling all the killing that I need to do. I'm fine.
Anything to destroy the mixer. Stop them.
If you can't run all Bounty fast enough, you can do first 2 parts for 1300 standing. True, there is that. It's 200 and then 1100. It's about 430, as you say there, yeah. Yeah, 430 sounds about right. If you're adding loading times and just general inefficiencies, probably comes out to about 5 minutes. Which means 1,300 for 5 minutes. You can do that 12 times an hour. It's going to be 15,600 standing per hour. Is a rough estimate. Which is a little bit faster. But still not amazing. I think. That's actually pretty decent. Yeah. Because if you do, say, 10-minute runs of Steel Path, assuming you can, that's 6 slots of 3,900 per hour, which is, I think we said like 23k? No, it went up when we checked that. Oh yeah, 23,400. Yeah. So if you don't want to do the full thing and still pick up 15k, that's honestly not terrible. For what's basically a 5-minute rotation. Alright, this is about to pop. Got it.
Aye-oh, my eyebrows are sin.
Skip.
A Grenier drone will serve. Drone located. Hack in.
There it is.
And insert the Thrax toxin.
Speed it.
I'll steer it towards the
Yo, Clover! Oh, we've had a double raid. Welcome on in as well. Everyone who's just come on over from Clover there. Welcome, welcome everyone. Hope you've had yourself a wonderful stream. Same as I said to all the, same as I said to Nightmare and all the wonderful people just coming over from there. We are, as still, in the midst of obliterating this mission. Still testing out the timings, how it comes together, and just efficiency so we can do better. Oh, that's absolutely fine, Clover. Absolutely fine. You've done your work, you've done your streaming. You need to raid and run, you go ahead and run. But thank you very much for dropping your community here. Much appreciated. Come on, drone. Come on. If Clover can run, you can run. Go. So if everyone who's joined us on these last couple of raids, for those who don't know me, I am the Engineer, solver practical problems here in Warframe, and overall an absolute bloody nerd. Lavos main, so we'll not be hearing anything against Lavos here, thank you very much. Absolutely. And if your favourite weapon is the Stug, we never met. Stage complete. Alright then. I don't think there is any kind of dialogue skip here, but I'll hit it anyway just in case. Goodbye to him. Now we need the infested to start properly spawning. We obliterate them and get these bits to happen. The hemocytes. Give everyone more speed buff. There we go. This is where Nova does her thing to bring it out faster. Looking good. There it is. Armor strip it. And then Rhino will stomp it when the head's open. Never mind, we got that head already. That head down as well. Whole thing is down. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Out comes the next one. Nova's already done her bit on it. That's good. Giving everyone maximum speed bonus. Efficiency on my gun. Hit whatever I can hit. And it's cleared. Beautiful. Everyone get a new speed buff.
Well, you got a reaction.
Here comes the next one.
House and half as smart. Knock it on the head, eh?
Speed buff everyone. Armor has already been stripped by someone. That is good. One head down. Two heads down. Three heads down. It's out. Beautiful. Speed buff for everyone again. That's enough. Here it comes. What's my main weapon? As in the one I'm currently using or the one I prefer to use? Armor is stripped. Efficiency up. Speed for everyone. One head down. Two heads down. Ah, I just had to reload, but it's fine. Three heads down. We good. Speed everyone out to the... yeah, just go.
Well done. During these dark nights, Cetus is
What the...
grateful for your
okay. Just random knockdown. Pretty sure I have Prime Sure-Footed, so I don't even know how that happened. Using now? I'm using the Strun Prime. With Incarnon to give it extra stats. But I'm not using the Incarnon mode. That was 9 minute 14. That was beautiful. That was slick. Very happy with how that went. Very happy how that went. So, let's step us up to Steel Path and see how this same team vibes on that one.
But no,
What are we waiting for?
it to flourish. Why?
It is right. You
Okay,
should take
that
on
was
this
weird.
task.
Are
Success
Bane mods
will
good for the
follow.
boss fight? If you aren't hitting the damage cap, yes. If through the rest of your setup, your team setup, you're already hitting the damage cap, no.
Beginning to think it would never touch us.
Because the boss has a damage cap per hit, and that damage cap scales down the lower his health is, multi-shot and fire rate are the primary ways to do it quicker. But you need enough damage to still hit the caps.
I will let this blade run wild
I want
over
to teleport over
Cetus.
to that.
He thinks I will use poison to exterminate the infestation once
There we
its
go.
work is done. The Quills see doom in his plan. For Grenier and Ostron alike, the boil needs to be destroyed now.
Roll our way through all of this lot. Ignore the enemies, they are no threat to me.
Thrax toxin stored deep underground. We'll use that. One ill to cure another, eh?
Grab this.
Toxin!
Don't need to use Operator for it, but it just gives a little bit of extra safety.
Toxin! Stop them!
Now I can get back out of here. I've still wanted to use a Loki for this. They could take a speed buff from a Vault like myself, go in themselves,
Rejected skin graft.
and use either Loki or just another frame with Loki's decoy on it, and use the Savior decoy to then get out of there.
Toxins
Oh, portal at bottom.
Vahak knows what will
I did expect there to be one, so I was already planning to switch operator, but thank you. I didn't move far enough. Alright. This mixer it is then.
The mixer is inside that vault. Clear out the area so we can use it.
Keep them away, killer.
Alright, and now it's once again another defense stage. I'll take a moment to stretch. Oh. Oh. Much better. Oh, speed buff, everyone. Ah. Yeah, I've been sat a little bit too rigid there. Oh, I can feel that. See if I can give everyone some shields, maybe? Nope, everything is dead. Straight over here. There we go. That gave some shields to everyone who isn't Mirror Labe. Drew with a Hydrate. Last ability. Ooh. Cheers.
Soon the Ostron rats of Cetus will
Give everyone, again, shields and speed.
and when they do,
Trying to give Mirror Labe shields. It's not working. I think everything's dying a little bit too quick there for Mirror Labe to get the buff. Nah, well. What was Mirror Labe cooking? I think we're just getting a generic damage bonus, which it's a nice damage bonus, don't get me wrong. It's just, I think it is just chroma. No shenanigans, just chroma. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Mirrorlane. I think that is the entire gist of this setup. I have gained a blue. Okay. Chroma and Gorgon augment. Okay. Fair enough. Can peek at some of the bits here. Arcane Temper, Elemental Ward, Scorn, Fury, Guardian Armor, bits like that. Yeah. Just chroma being chroma, really.
Keep the Grineer at bay.
$30 left. Yeah, this is the augment. More magazine, more ammo max, and can petrify some enemies. Yeah. Fits with the name Gorgon after all. Less than 10 seconds to go. Gonna get myself in position. Got it. Works on the boss. Ah, okay.
I'll make that boil hurt, Doka.
Where's my drone? Move this way. Can I get a better drone? No. Oh, that's a bad drone. That is a bad drone. 878 meters. Ew. Even with the best portal placements, that's still going to be work for a Nova. Let's just farm some shields off of them. Don't mind if I do. Keep the speed buff going. Yep. I'm just slightly faster than the drone at my walking pace, which is a little awkward, but hey. This is a drone run you got when you had no on Loki Nova Revolt. I mean, Mel Jade, I have to say, if you're in a run with no Loki, no Volt, no Nova, what frame did you pick? Just out of curiosity. And we're on location. Stage complete. Beautiful.
The toxin has triggered peristalsis. Antibody production has escalated.
Peristalsis, yep. Out come the nasties. Big nasties. As soon as we get this to 25%. Is your very first run to use Lavos? Ah, yeah. Fair dude. Unfamiliar content, familiar Warframe that can just kind of survive long enough that you can learn what's actually supposed to happen. That makes sense. Alright, there's our 25%. Out comes that. This is where Nova does Nova thing. It comes out that much faster. We armor strip it. Speed buff. Efficiency buff. One down. Two down. Three down. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I take it, Mirrorlane, you're using the metamorphic bit specifically for the scythe guy once the other two heads have been hit. Am I understanding that correctly? Here comes the thing. Armor strip successful. Efficiency applied. Oh, that Mirrorlane's just using it. There we go. Tear through all of these as fast as I can. Shield buff the group.
The Boyle's immune system has manufactured a
Here comes the next one.
to deal with the toxin threat. Destroy it.
Alright then. No reason to stomp so far? Yeah, because we are doing it so quickly, we don't actually need the stomp. Turns out we've got this without that add-on. And we got the Metamorphic magazine helping out, which is where the stomp would come in. Ow. I didn't have my efficiency on. My bad. Good thing we got other people who can shoot. There we are.
Reaction. Beat the house and half as smart. Knock it on the head, eh?
Again, speed buff everyone. Might have cast my efficiency too early there, but it's fine. Open up. One down. Full thing down. Beautiful. Give everyone speed, so we can all get out of here nice and quickly.
I've put Nakak in charge of supply distribution.
Beautiful.
Is at an end. See what she has for you. We're all
Let's see. So previously we had it at like 9 minutes 40 or something like that. What do we have on the Steel Path result? It is... Okay then. And I'll be quite honest, aside from maybe a few seconds using a switch teleport, not switch teleport, save your decoy exit on the device, the poison. Yeah, I don't think we can get much faster on that. You had Vastalok Shattering Impact, so did I. Yeah, it's a reasonable thing to have for this. Honestly, I think we have that about as put together as we can have that. That is about as put together as we're going to do it. So yeah, GG's the highest variety on that. With that all in mind, having put that all together, that is where I'm going to say thank you very much there to Toriel, to Miralabe, to Moon for joining in on that squad there, and optimizing the fork that together. Much appreciated. We are a little early on where it would be normally, but I'll be quite honest, I have not had enough sleep last night. Excuse my fault. So we are going to go straight onto the Platinum giveaway now. Exclamation mark ticket in the chat if you've not already grabbed a ticket for that. We'll be doing that draw in just a moment's time. We get that 75 plat out to someone there. Doesn't matter if you're on PC, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, or on mobile. Any one of you could be the winner. Everyone can enter as long as you can send that ticket in the chat there. And if this is your first time sending a ticket, if this is your first time joining a giveaway on the stream, at least recently, make sure you have also used the IGN command, because that saves your Warframe username and platform once you tell the command what those are. So if you do win, doesn't matter if you're not around, doesn't matter if your internet goes down for weeks on end or something like that, I'll have the details to know exactly where to send that platinum. So do make sure you have used that there. I'm going to say there's a DM on the Petrify. Normally you get some time out of it. There's a DM. Not sure what DM is in this context, sorry. Because I don't have a DM from you. Alright, looks like... Oh, damage mitigation. No, it doesn't mean that. No, because it's not damage. The augment is crowd control. Mission returns, but that wouldn't be DM. I don't know. Alright, looks like pretty much everyone has grabbed themselves a ticket. Lion, you can't put the IGN at the same time as the ticket. So you got yourself a ticket, but that's not how you use the IGN command. You can't squidge them together. How much do tickets cost? 0. Everyone enters for free, you get 1 ticket and that's it. It's just I can't edit the default messages on this particular giveaway bot. I might be removing that one and switching to a different bot, to be honest. So the current bot says you bought a ticket rather than you redeemed a ticket. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. It's also why when someone tries to enter but they've already entered, it says something along the lines of too many tickets. rather than just, no, you already have a ticket. I wish I could edit those. It's been years, Stream Elements hasn't added that, so it's a bit, quite frankly, it's a bit boop. Alright, I think that is enough time for everyone to grab tickets. If you've not already grabbed one, you clearly weren't paying attention and didn't want to have one. So, let's close the entries there and see who is going to be the winner here today. Also from Subplayer, I also wanted to know if this live participates to live stream drops for the event. There's no drops on this channel at this point in time. Not sure which event you're referring to, but if there are any drops announced by, well, pretty much anyone, whether it's Twitch, Warframe, or otherwise, they usually tell you which channels you can get it on. So if it's the Warframe Primetime drops, for example, those will just be on the Warframe and Warframe International channels. We don't get Primetime drops here. I hope that clears that one up at least. Alright, we got all the tickets in, so let's see who is going to be the winner today. Out of the 69 entrants of you, only one of you can have it, and that winner today is the Almighty Queen River. Congratulations to the Almighty Queen River. That platinum is going to be yours. If you haven't already used the IGN command, make sure you do send that through. Otherwise, that platinum will be yours. Let's see, when is it that that one is sent out? I should really keep this on hand. Is the 16th to 17th it should be due. Yeah. Depending on time zone, 16th, 17th. We're looking around there. Right then. For now, though, after all of that plague starring and all of the delving into details and the couple of raids we've had, any of you still sticking around from those raids? We still got any Nightmare Frame viewers here? Any Clover viewers still here? Sticking it out? Let's put a wave in the chat if that's you. Because we're about to raid on out again, which means you're getting a double raid. Passed around the Warframe community, as it were. Let's see. Where, oh where, can we raid into next today? Let's have a look. Who is live in the Twitch category? It's not going to be Nightmare, it's not going to be Clover, for very obvious reasons. Who can we go to instead? I am seeing... There is a Brozheim we can go to, there is a Gaz, there is a Xenosphere. There's a few people on it today. I wonder if that's to do with the Plague Star happening. Looks like, out of those, I don't think we've been to Brozheim too recently, have we? Because Brozheim's been on a bunch of other games. So let's head on over to Brozheim. Brozheim, one of the two creators that joined me on the D&D stream on the 30th of August, which, if you did miss, you can also catch over on YouTube. So let's go check in with Brozheim. Alright, but that is all from me today. Thank you again, everyone who has joined in or supported the channel throughout. I really do appreciate it. I'll be live again on Friday with some more, not Warframe, but in the meantime, be your absolute best selves. And make sure you have yourself a damn good cup of tea. Bye-bye. Well, looks like Brozheim might be on a bit of a break. We're going to raid in anyway, but they might not immediately notice us, just a heads up.